And now for the root beer float. You know who else used to have a root beer float here? Charles Manson. Kaja Goo Goo creepy crawlers that his eyes so bare, and today I'm at the legendary Munch Box in Chatsworth, California. Let's check it out. This is going to be a two-part video. Part one, I'm going to give you some history on the Munch Box and have a burger and a review. Part two will be the Manson family connection to the Munch Box. The Munch Box. The name does make me laugh a little bit. The Munch Box was built in 1956 and is located at 21532 Devonshire in Chatsworth, California. Its appearance hasn't changed too much in the last 64 years. It is one of the best surviving examples of Googie architecture. I'm gonna have to read this. Googie architecture was designed to stand out in the cityscape, and architects used every trick in the book to make their buildings appear more prominent, starting with how they were shaped. In 2001, it was almost closed down. The owners of the railroad, if you can see that in back of me, wanted the property for development. But the people of Chatsworth did not want to lose the historic Munch Box. Thousands banded together and petitioned the city to save it, and their hard efforts paid off. In 2003, it was deemed a historic cultural landmark of Los Angeles. The restaurant's original owner was John Kent. In 1985, he sold it to his nephew, Buck Barker. His wife, Claire, and two children, Julie and Andrew, helped to manage and run the Munch Box. I'm going to try the famous Hickory Burger and a root beer float. Okay, I'm about to take the first bite of the Hickory Burger. It looks good. Absolutely delicious. The Hickory Burger comes with chili, cheese, onions, and pickles. You're gonna need some napkins. Okay, so my summation of the Munch Box: good food, good prices, very friendly staff. I highly recommend it. And now for the root beer float. Very tasty. You know who else used to have a root beer float here? Charles Manson. And now part two. Welcome to part two of the Munch Box, the Manson family connection. The Munch Box is located 2.1 miles from the old Spawn movie ranch. Spawn Ranch is where the Manson family was living at the time of the Helter Skelter murders. Members of the Manson family would sneak out behind Charlie's back to get a hamburger at the Munch Box. Charlie enforced a very strict vegan diet for the Manson family. Across the street from the Munch Box are two locations associated with the Manson family. The first being the former Topless bar, the Candy Cat 1, was located right in that shopping center there and closed down in 2017. Charlie would sit here at the Munch Box and have a root beer float while he waited for Susan Atkins, also known as Sexy Sadie, also known as Sadie, to finish her shift as a topless dancer at the Candy Cat 1 so he could collect her tips. Maybe he sat at the stool I'm currently sitting in, waiting for Sadie to get off work. I'm now standing in front of what used to be the Candy Cat 1, where Susan Atkins used to dance topless. It's located almost directly across the street from the Munch Box. The stool that I was sitting in, that maybe Charlie sat in waiting for Sadie to get off work, is located right in front of that first dark car. Susan Atkins was one of the most dedicated family members and one of the most vicious participants in the Helter Skelter murders. At the Tate murder, she licked blood off her fingers and said, "What a rush." She also dabbed a towel in the victim's blood and wrote "pig" on the door. She supposedly turned her life over to God. Maybe it was the clarity from drugs and being away from Charlie. Welcome to the Valley. I was asked by security to leave because people going into the marijuana store were getting upset. I was asked to move even further away. I'm still gonna film in that direction. Hey, I'm on the public sidewalk. The Candy Cat 1 was also a filming location for the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Located within walking distance of the Candy Cat and the Munch Box, this Ralph's Market used to be a gateway market owned by Leno Labianca, one of the victims of the Helter Skelter murders. Behind what used to be the gateway market is located the area where the Manson girls would dumpster dive for food to feed the family. With these three locations being so close, I have to wonder if Leno Labianca ever saw or crossed paths with the people that would murder him and his wife, Rosemary Labianca. So there you have it, creepy crawlers, tasty food, and a little Manson family information. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel, share my video with your friends, and until next time, stay creepy. I think I'm gonna order another root beer float.